Hey, Omniscient here. It is time for the end of winter 2023 season and the beginning of the spring season. In winter 2023 season, there were various kinds of anime. Some were really good anime, some were not really. They were bad anime. And there are also some which were very questionable. Like this one. So here I am with a list of 5 best anime of this season according to my own opinion. These are the anime I enjoyed the most in this season. I am not including the second seasons of any anime in this list, and I am also not including the second core which is still continuing throughout this season also in this list. That means anime like Vinland Saga, Danmachi or Blue Lock are not considered for this list. I am also excluding the animes which are on hiatus for various reasons like Nier Automata or one of my favorite anime from this season, Kubo und Let Me Be Invisible. So without further ado, let's get into the list. The 5th position in the list is a 3-way tie between Campfire Cooking in Another World with my absurd skill, Farming Life in Another World or Isekai non-Biri Noka, and Reincarnation of the Strongest Exorcist in Another World. Oh, or did I mention? Or I forget to mention that all of this anime is related to Another World? So among them, Campfire Cooking in Another World is all about food and a comfy journey between a wolf, a human and a slime. So if you want to watch an anime with gorgeous food animation and where the reincarnated MC is just cowering in the corner and his partners, the wolf and the slime, is kicking the hell out of monsters, then this anime is obviously for you. This anime is very comfortable to watch. The MC may look like a coward, but he is very relatable to most of the common populace. Like, if you are thrown into another world where everything can kill you in one shot, then obviously you are going to fear death. The interaction between the Fenrir Fell, the MC, Mukoda, and our cute slime Sui is really heartwarming. And did I mention Sui is the cutest little thing in the world? Yes. The best character in this anime for me is obviously Sui. And for Farming Life in Another World, it's a light novel which I have already followed for a long time, even before watching the anime. This anime is all about a MC who have been reincarnated in another world where he is just trying to live comfortably with farming. He have a OP farming tool by the grace of the gods. Yes, 90% of the new villagers are female, so I guess there are some problems with the setting of this anime, but it's really comfortable to watch. And it's just really funny how the anime is completely ignoring the nightlife of our MC. It is very much obvious that most of the female in the village have some kind of relationship with our MC, but how the anime is completely ignoring that, it's really funny. As for the last one, the Reincarnation of the Strongest Exorcist, the power system of the MC in this anime is something new for the isekai genre. He is not using the magic power or swords, instead he is using the exorcism arts like talisman and curse, etc. And the MCs try to stay low-key and using his powers to hide himself from the world but still be the strongest is kind of a novel idea for Japanese anime, which is very common for Chinese novels. So it's kind of remind me of a lot of Chinese novels, so I also like it for that reason. I can't choose between any of these 3 anime, so all of them are in the 5th position. The 4th on the list is Tomo-chan is a Girl. This is a rom-com between a tomboy and a muscle guy. Due to Tomo's environment, most of the things Tomo like to do are mostly what normal boys would like to do instead of girls. So Tomo had a hard time thinking herself as a girl. On the other hand, Junichiro thinks Tomo as his best bud, but he can't see Tomo as a romantic love interest. So this whole anime was about how Junichiro is seeing Tomo as a girl instead of just another guy to hang out, and Tomo falling in love with Junichiro. But I must mention the side characters Misuzu and Carol, who are the MVP for me for this show. Whenever Carol appears in the show gets a whole new life for itself. And Misuzu is definitely best girl for me in this anime. The interaction between Tomo, Misuzu and Carol, the chemistry between all the characters, and especially the ending. Yes, the ending with a kiss is definitely something I really enjoyed. So this show gets the 4th position in my list for winter 2023 season. The 3rd position on this list goes to saving 80,000 gold in another world for my retirement. I really like the works by Funa Sensei, and this is actually my second favorite novel by him just after I Shall Survive Using Potion. The whole concept of going back and forth between our world and another world is very novel in my opinion, and the whole pacing of the show is also very enjoyable for me. Mitsuha using her brain instead of her brawn, her special power of teleportation, is also very novel in my opinion, and it's very entertaining. I was very happy for this novel to get an anime adaptation, and when I was watching this show I actually enjoyed it too. So this anime gets the 3rd spot in my list. The 2nd position, but the runners-up for this season is actually Handyman Saito in Another World. When I first started watching this show, I didn't think it will be in my top 5 best anime for this season. And I'd like to compare it with another anime which I thought definitely will be in my top 5 best favorite anime for this season, which is The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady. At first, I was enjoying this show a lot more than I was enjoying Handyman Saito in Another World. But as the time progressed, I started enjoying Handyman Saito a lot more. For me, The Magical Revolution was definitely a good anime for this season, but I just can't think of this anime as better than the other anime in the list. So I will put it in the 6th position if I make a bigger list. But on the other hand, I started enjoying Handyman Saito so much that I have to put it as the runners-up for this season. The story is very realistic. It's very refreshing to see a MC who is not OP, who doesn't have any unique skill or item gifted by the god, but he is still doing fine in another world with just his handyman skills. The romantic angle between Saito and Ralsa is also quite cute in my opinion. And Grand Mage Morlock is definitely the funniest character in this whole anime. All the other characters are also very well made, and I don't know why, but I enjoyed the format of this anime, like having mini stories in each episode, and the stories are all together coming to create a greater narrative. It was little like a Daka Konosuba for me, and in my opinion is the best isekai for this season. The winner of this season, the first position holder, is The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. You may have thousands and thousands of complaints about this show, like the MC is dense and coward, or like the romance is very forced in this anime, but I don't care. I really don't care. The Angel Next Door light novel has always been my favorite romance light novel of all time. Whenever I'm reading the light novel for this anime or just watching the anime, I always almost die of diabetes, because the anime and the light novel is just so sweet. It's so freaking sweet that I just can't take it. You may think that Amane is very dense, but he really isn't. A character is dense when he does understand the feeling of others about himself, but Amane does understand the feeling, but he's just very insecure about himself due to some childhood troubles as mentioned in the anime. He does understand his own feelings about Mahiro and Mahiro's feeling about himself, but he was just insecure and thought he is not good enough for Mahiro. It's not being dense, it's just being a bit insecure about himself, which is very common for high school boys who had some kind of trauma in the childhood. And about the forced romance part, for me, it's more like love at first sight instead of forced romance. So you all may have a lot of complaint about this show, and you may think it's not deserving so for the first position in the list as the best anime of this season, but for me, this is definitely the best anime in this season. I absolutely enjoyed the interaction between Amane and Mahiro. I really like the friendship between Amane and his other friends. I like all of the characters' personality, and in my opinion, Amane is actually one of the best romance anime MC of all time. He is very considerate, very caring, and that's I really like about Amane. And Mahiro is definitely the best girl for me in this whole season. So the position of number 1 anime of this season goes to The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. So this is the list of top 5 anime for me for this season, and let me know in the comments what is your top 5 list for winter 2023 season. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time in the next video. Thank you.